Hey everybody, welcome back to Dinner and a Tip. So today we are going to do a creamy chicken with a white sauce and bow tie pasta. And what we're going to go ahead and do is start with chicken thighs. I've got about 5 chicken thighs. And I just want to cut them up into bite-sized pieces. And then we're going to go ahead and do our marinade. So this one you want to go ahead and do a little bit ahead of time. You know, probably 30 minutes minimum. If you can get a couple hours on it, that would be great. But so you just want to have it in bite-sized pieces. And the reason I like the bite-sized pieces is because when I'm seasoning them, I don't have to worry about not getting enough flavor on them, because once they're cut in small pieces, when you go ahead and marinate it, all the seasoning is going to be right on that chicken. So you could do a chicken breast with this if you'd like, but I like the chicken thighs actually better than the chicken breast lately. I just think they cook better. So let's go ahead and finish this last cut, and then we're going to go ahead and season this stuff. So we are going to do bow tie pasta, so I'm going to go ahead and pre-cook that. And so let's go ahead and start with our marinade. So today I'm going to do just some salt and pepper. And then this is just to taste. And then I'm going to go ahead and, if you haven't tried the Parmesan ranch seasoning from Blackstone, this stuff is really good. So this is about a tablespoon. You want to go ahead and get it a good generous amount, and then I'm just going to do some garlic salt for this. Let's go ahead and get our gloves back on. So what we're going to do is, you can do it in a Ziploc baggie. You could do it in a shallow grave. This isn't a shallow grave, sorry. I actually watch a lot of murder podcasts, so that was just kind of weird. Not a grave, just a nice low dish that you can get this all covered. So this is, I'm just doing, what is this? Ken Simply vinaigrette. This is just an Italian. This is where our Italian part is going to come in. So I'm going to go ahead, get this marinating. And actually, we've got another special recipe that I'm going to be doing. We're going to do dessert tacos. So let's go ahead, hit the marinade for a little bit, and then we'll be back to cook this. And then I'm going to show you how to do our dessert tacos.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So we had a little technical difficulty yesterday, so we are remaking this a second time. So we've got our marinated chicken. We're going to go ahead and get that dumped. And I go ahead and cook it with all of the dressing in it, just to keep the extra flavor in. And to help, that's really loud. To help cook it, we're going to go ahead and put a dome on there. And then next, we're going to do some sauteed mushrooms. You could do onions, you could do pretty much anything with this. You could probably even throw some broccoli if you were trying to make it a healthier version. Although I don't know how healthy it is when you add cream cheese to stuff, but I'm doing full cream cheese. You could do a lighter cream cheese if you'd like, but let's go ahead and get these mushrooms going. Whoop, mushrooms down. That's all right. Peter Parker loves mushrooms. He'll come find those later. So I'm just doing a garlic butter spread this way for our mushrooms. And we're just going to go ahead and throw those in there, and that way I don't feel like I need to season those. Go check on the chicken. So if these chicken pieces cut so small, it's nice. It cooks up really, really quick. So next, we're going to go ahead. I did pre-cook some bow tie pasta, and you're just going to want to throw down a little bit of oil for that. And when you're doing the pasta, what I like to do is definitely rinse it with cold water ahead of time. That way it definitely is easier for it to heat up and cook. So, all right. Make sure when you are cooking with chicken and then you're cooking other stuff that you go ahead and you make sure you've got a separate spatula for the chicken. So, because with the chicken being raw, you're not going to want to cross-contaminate it with your other food. Alright, let's just give a couple of these chicken pieces a quick test. We got about another minute on those. This chicken should probably only take 3 to 5 minutes because the pieces are so small. The next you're going to want to do is a half a brick of cream cheese. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this into smaller pieces. It just helps it melt a little bit faster on the chicken. And you want to have that chicken almost all the way cut before you're going to put your cream cheese in there, just because we're not going to do a whole lot of cooking after the cream cheese is on there. So what I do love about this is it's, again, just another quick dinner. We don't do a lot of pasta on the Blackstone. I don't know why, because it is so good. All right. Go ahead and cut into a couple of these chicken pieces. All right. So now that our chicken is cooked all the way through, again, the smaller the pieces, the faster the cook. So just make sure you're cutting into some of those bigger pieces of chicken. And those all look great. So let's go ahead and add our cream cheese. And basically the cream cheese, we just want to get it melted, and then we're going to go ahead and top it with some Italian cheese too. This sauce is not going to have like a ton of like extra sauce. This is just kind of more of a coating on the chicken. So we're just looking to get this melted, and I think we'll just go ahead and stick the dome on this to kind of help that process go a little bit faster. If you're like me, it's getting dark, you're ready to be inside. I'm just going to go ahead and mix those mushrooms in with the pasta. Alright, and then for the heat on this one, I am cooking this on high. Alright, my cream cheese is melting in there, so let's go ahead and then just top it. I just have some Italian cheese. And this I'm just going to probably put about a half a cup on here, just enough to kind of cover the chicken. So this is a creamy, cheesy Italian chicken. So, and then let's just give that a quick mix. I want to make sure that cheese gets melted before we put it on. Alright. I'm just going to put a little bit of water there so it steams and gets all the way in there. Next, I'm just going to take a little bit of the pasta and a little bit of those awesome mushrooms we have. Ooh. You see all that wonderful cheese? This is what we're looking for. Alright. Just going to go ahead and place that over your pasta. Super excited for this one. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. Alright. Oh, there's the fun police again. You know, I made this last night. And obviously I just made it again so we could have video with sound. But thank you for subscribing. We'll see you next time. Eat happy.